Good afternoon everybody. The topic for today's video is Dagestan, a land of languages. As the ancient legend says, on the day of creation the god was disseminating languages worldwide and carrying them in a basket. When he reached the Caucasus, he accidentally tripped over a mountain range and scattered the languages across the mountains of Dagestan. That's how Dagestani highlanders explain the linguistic diversity of their land. Republic of Dagestan, which officially belongs to Russian Federation, is located in Northeastern Caucasus and its capital is Makhachkala city. A total population of Dagestan is approximately 3.1 million people. The word Dagestan has nothing to do with any ethnic group. It derives from Turkic word Dagestan, which means a country of mountains. Dagestan is well known by its multi-ethnic and multilinguistic composition. Now I would like to enlist all individual languages, language families and groups existing in Dagestan. Let's begin with Nakh Dagestani or Northeastern Caucasian languages. This language family is divided into several branches. The first is Avaro-Andic-Tsezi languages, spoken in the mountainous parts of Dagestan. The largest language of this group is Avar, a mother tongue of approximately 800,000 people. The other languages of this group are Andi, Akhvakh, Tindi, Karata, Botlikh, Rodoberi, Chamalal, Bagwalal, Beshta, Chinuch, Khunzib, Khwarshi, Tsezi or Dido. These languages are concentrated in territory smaller than West Midlands County of the UK. It is noteworthy that Avar language is a lingua franca or a common language of these ethno-linguistic communities. Their vast majority are bilingual and they can speak their native language as well as Avar. In future, I will create the separate videos about each of these ethnic groups. The second largest language of Dagestan is Dargin. The language is spoken in the central parts of Dagestan by roughly up to 600,000 people. Although officially Dargin language considered as one language, in fact, it represents a dialect continuum and consists of several independent languages. In other words, the difference between the standard Dargin language and Meheb, Qubachi, Khaitak and Chirag dialects is same as between English and Dutch languages, even though none of them have officially recognized language status. The third language group is Lak group, represented by an isolate Lak language. The total number of Lak speakers is 146,000 and it is widespread mostly in the central parts of Dagestan. The fourth significant language group in Dagestan is Lesgik, which occupies a southern part of Dagestan. The largest language from this group is Lesgi, spoken by 666,000 people. The other Lesgik languages of Dagestan are Aghul, Tsakhur, Rutul, Tabasaran and Archib. Archib language is unique as it is spoken only in one village called Archib. Lesgik languages such as Lesgi, Rutul, Tsakhur, Budukh, Khinalugh, Kriz and Udi are also spoken in Azerbaijan. In addition, Nakh language group is represented in Dagestan by Akhi dialect of Chechen language. Apart from the Nakh Dagestani languages, other language families are also widespread in Dagestan. Let's start with Turkic language family. Three Turkic languages such as Nogai in the north, Kumyk in the Caspian Sea coast and Azerbaijani in south exist in Dagestan. Dagestan also accommodates one Indo-European language. It is Tat language, belonging to Iranian language group and spoken by mountainous Jews in Dagestan. Dagestan has very rich and ancient history. Derbent city, for example, was founded in 8th century before Christ, and it is the most ancient city not only in Dagestan but in entire Russian Federation. Each of Dagestani mountainous villages has its own unique history and cultural heritage. Peoples of Dagestan were among the first ethnic groups in the world that accepted Islam. The gradual Islamization of Dagestan continued up to 19th century. Historically, Dagestan was divided by multiple principalities known as Shamkhalates as well as the mountainous tribal unions. Dagestan has never tolerated invasion from the external great powers. For example, peoples of Dagestan have defeated the ruler of Iran, Nadir Shah, who eventually retreated after an unsuccessful conquest attempt of the country. The most well-known, perhaps, is the anti-colonial struggle in Dagestan led by Imam Shamil against Russian Empire. Despite an unprecedented bravery and dedication, Dagestani mountaineers were eventually defeated and conquered by Tsarist Russia. Since that period, Dagestan remains the part of Russian Federation. The topic of Dagestan is extremely broad and it cannot be covered in one video. As I said earlier, I will create up to 40 separate videos on each of Dagestani ethnicities and will cover their history, culture, languages, traditions, as well as the modern period. Thanks for watching this video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.